Christopher Ungehoyer, and
I'm Amanda Zotto.
And today we're actually going to do a video about the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers.
So, what do you think it's going to be about?
Well, from the trailer itself, we definitely say it's much like the other, we'll say compilation videos, in a way, or anniversaries. We're going to have some fights, we're going to have some great action scenes, but hey, who knows? It might be good. So this is us going to be telling you, we're going to be watching the video, and then we're going to explain certain details about it.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
Alright, so we have just finished the 25th anniversary. I'd say the robot clones weren't really that good. With the spikes, key shoulder pads, blackened where the white was, and pretty much metallic on certain parts of the body, which made no sense. Especially since certain fight scenes, only certain Rangers actually got their pull, we'll say, or screen time. But I definitely say the only one who didn't really get, well, I would say, no, the Space Ranger actually did get, the Blue Space Ranger, TJ, actually had a lot more screen time, at least once. The only person who actually didn't have any screen time was Trent. The coolest White Ranger there was after Tommy. After Tommy. And funny thing is, right after watching that, we actually watched clips of like the 6th Ranger battles, first battles. And the evil White Drago Ranger, beauty. That's how you're supposed to do an intro for a character. That's how you're supposed to at least introduce a 6th Ranger. As a whole, it was not a great one. It was lackluster. The thing is, with the robot one, was pretty much, funny thing is, the actor, Jason David Frank, Soda, looked like he had no sleep whatsoever. I'm guessing that they wanted to go with that, to give an evil vibe. And, yes, he technically played him as an actor, but in storyline wise, it was the robot that he was talking, that Draven was talking to. That's why you saw Lord Draven. Because remember, he even showed himself as a robot for a few seconds, which was like the worst CGI I've seen. I've seen worse, but bad. They had an extended clip of Tommy Oliver's fight with his robotic self, and
They released it that night.
they released. Oh, I kid you not, that was way better than the actual fight. The robot basically also taunted him, basically saying, "It's been nearly a decade since you've been a Dino Thunder." The random mega, like, what was it, Master Morpher? It's like Master Mold from X-Men giving him basically the same Morpher from Mighty Morphin and having the coin just flip. Like he's a secret agent or something. They gold painted it and then just put like random coins into it. You know what? Product placement. In order for them to make more money. It really got to me, especially seeing that part. I'm like, it's literally Legacy Morpher. Certain characters could have at least been more expansive. Editing portions, they could have at least, I don't know, made it probably a little bit longer, 45 minutes to almost an hour. There are definitely some scenes that could have been better. We're going to cover the plot holes. One being the the Universal Remote, aka their dimensional device. Another one. Two Rangers knowing of Lord Draven. Where the hell did the Falcon Zord come in? Couldn't he have also done that with all the other, Megazords he had over the years? I would understand if it was just a temporary thing, like a spirit animal type thing. Like it appeared through a spiritual form, but had no real form. That I would understand. But nothing compared to actually having an actual form, catching the evil bad guy's plot, and redirecting it to him. I'm giving you the ending. Another plot hole. Tommy and Kat.
At the end of the episode, what were they doing?
Holding hands.
Now, does that tell you, are they married? Or are they just holding hands for just the simple fact of
Another
holding hands?
thing we did not mention, at the beginning of the episode, Tommy had a kid. So that actually also intertwines with what we're thinking. Now, does he marry Kat? Or does he go back with, what's her face from Dino Thunder?
Haley?
Haley. Does he get with her?
Or does he get with Kat?
That is a question that is asking a lot of our minds because, well, our Ranger knowledge, because as a whole, if that was the case, it would have been okay. We would accept that fact. He's technically saving his wife. For some weird reason, her powers returned. Or she never used it for an extended period of time. With certain anniversaries, they were good. 25th anniversary. Initially, we thought it was going to be, another great season. The only thing is, it wasn't at all. 20th, I definitely say this one right here. I don't want to say take the cake, but boy, they took something that could have been awesome and dumped it down the drain. 15th wasn't really that bad. 10th was the best. Forever Red, forever in our hearts. It's literally all the leaders. Our conclusion is that of the anniversaries, we definitely rank of our scale. Want to go with 10 through 1 or 5 through 1?
I say 5 to 1.
5 to 1. Alright, so we're going to give it
Actually,
5 to 1 stars. Like
Actually,
most reviewers would do. So, 5 stars, top, 1 star being bad. Well, we'll say really terrible. And 3
Really
being
terrible.
the middle. So, the 10th anniversary one, Forever Red,
5.
5 for you, 5 for me, it gets a pass. 15th one,
What, one's a ranger?
Once a Ranger.
3.5.
Okay, we'll go with 3.5 for you. I would definitely say it is a hard 3. Only certain parts I would definitely say makes it a 3. 3.5 for me, if it were, it's because certain acting points. But overall, it was a great anniversary. For a 15th, a really great anniversary. Now on to the 20th one, which is the Legendary Battle. What do we rank that one? How about you, honey?
You really want my answer?
Yes.
0.
It gets a 0 for her. I'm giving it a 1 because I'm going to be generous about that. I'm being extremely generous.
But you know why I give it a 0. Like you said, if you saw the movie, I mean, granted, I've never seen it, but I should.
We're talking about the Gokaiger film, which is Gokaiger versus Ghost Ranger. No. We're clarifying it so at least people would understand. Proceed.
Like, if you saw the movie, like you showed me, that, if I were to rank it, it would be a 5. But you're literally condensing. How long was it?
The anniversary was like they're like all banked up, angry about like us being defeated by the Rangers. We'll get our day, and then they were just defeated by Gokai, just like it was nothing. And they're like, we'll fight again, like in like what's it called, Team Rocket. But other than that, the American ones, they took a 10-minute battle
And condensed
shortened
it.
it to like almost like it
Not
wasn't
even
even
5.
5 minutes. It was like 2 to 3 minutes.
That's why I gave it the 0.
Yeah.
Putting the nostalgia and all that aside, mind you.
I gave it a 1 because they introduced the legendary battle. That's all it is. What they did with it,
Oh, okay, so then I
Bad.
change it back to a 1.
alright, felt a 0, but you retracted it to a 1. I give you kudos that because of the explanation I did. So it's like I gave myself a star, but it's not really a star for the 20th anniversary.
No, but the reason why I take it back and I put a 1
Mm-hmm.
is because I was thinking about it from the nostalgia point. I should have thought of it from the creative,
Mm-hmm.
because you know the film buff in me.
Of course.
I had to think about it from the creative,
Mm-hmm.
to the acting,
Mm-hmm.
to the editing. That's why.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's completely understandable.
But I'm trying, like, the acting was terrible
Mm-hmm.
from clips I've seen of the series as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But that one just put the
Mhm.
icing on the cake. Based on what we saw,
Mm-hmm.
the plot,
Yeah.
the whole Rangers and different timelines and Lord Draven, Tommy Oliver clone, come on, people. This is like, what, the 4th or 5th time?
Robo clone, it's time to Ranger up
It's like, what, the 4th or 5th time?
and taunt my original person.
The only good part about that was the low blow.
The low blow, the scene that was cut out,
It wasn't
And-
cut out, it was shortened.
they cut out from the original, from what we saw, what was aired. If they actually kept it in, it would have been an interesting battle, especially seeing a part of the helmet was destroyed,
Right by the eye.
making it seem that the Black Dino Ranger isn't even enough. It's like, especially the taunting, like, it's been 10 years since you've been a Dino Thunder. It's like, oof, just hit him with the age, Go for the low blow, not the high blow, low blow.
Based on that,
Mm-hmm.
the acting,
I mean, you got to see old friends from, like, what, Forever Red. That's the only time you actually got to saw the Red Time Force Ranger.
and Red Turbo. Second, Red Turbo.
Yep. But, yeah.
I love how you're kind of speechless.
I'm just really upset that they actually took something that was possibly going to be good, and from what we saw in, like, I kid you not, like, the terrible acting that's been going on, for them to just keep pumping out more episodes. There are plot holes, but to me, it's the acting. There's no real acting. There's no real feeling.
No, but what I did was I watched old episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Day of the Dumpster. I watched the Green with Evil saga.
Mm-hmm.
Then I watched the first power transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second power transfer,
Mm-hmm.
which all it is a coin. Okay, here you go. Zeo Beginning 1 and 2. I watched the Turbo movie.
That film was literally just a filler for Turbo. Before Turbo actually became a thing.
Aside of the acting and the constant plot holes, although I give them kudos for one thing,
Mm.
it gave us a cliffhanger of something nostalgic and something for us to think about. You remember when they were all going back to their respective universes?
Oh, okay, where Tommy
and Tommy's
and Kat.
holding Kat's hand?
Okay, because I'm like,
Because remember, in Zeo,
Nostalgic.
the Christmas episode, they were married and they had a grandchild. Now this has you thinking, are they
It's
married?
I would definitely say it's speculation. Now, if
But
he,
remember, he also has a son.
all right, yeah. I'm speculating. We've been speculating both that and the fans. Are they actually a thing? I'm gonna cut my ideas down to short and just really go to the stars for my decision. Especially since we're talking about it, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It gets a -1 for me. In a series, you fail completely to actually make something really good. Granted, certain people actually had their spotlight, but as a whole,
Spotlight.
they could have done so much better. Even extended to like what, half an extra episode?
Or make it a two-parter.
Yeah, one or the two. But what was it? The legendary battle was like what? One episode? One episode that introduced other Rangers for some weird reason.
And
That could have been a little bit better, but
And as much as I like the guy,
JDF. You know what? He's the most common recurring character that they're going to be using. He's the one that everyone loves. At the top of everyone's list of Ranger fans. Like I said, it gets a -1 star for the 25th anniversary. A -1, because I don't even give it a 0. Only simple fact that it was terrible. for
what's
ninjas.
your other bone to pick?
The Master Morpher,
And
the
the
most
extended
gimmick.
scene.
You know, I actually read this on YouTube that it's actually going to be in Soul of the Dragon. So, you know what? We're going to have a tie-in for that Boom Comics that's only being available in fucking Germany. Oh, sorry. See what happens when you get really frustrated and really heated up? These things happen. So you can bleep that one out, right?
Yeah, it's only available in Germany.
Yeah.
Last I checked anyway.
So what's your score on that one for stars?
Okay, so again, you know the film buff in me and I analyze everything to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Acting sucks. One-liners, major plot holes. It looked like some people didn't even want to be there. Sadly.
Because their acting was terrible. It was so bad.
And the nostalgia factor, okay, great. But not even they had any lines. Well, they had maybe one or two. Most.
You give it.
I would give it, feel free to agree or disagree, because you know how I can get. I would probably give it between a 0.5 to a 1.5.
I was thinking that. I was.
The reason why I give it the 1.5
Okay.
is because of the writing in that one scene that should have been extended.
What was it, Tommy fight?
You mean the robot versus the actual person? Yeah.
That exact scene?
Yeah.
Okay. On that, all in all, a -1 star for me for the 25th and a 1.5 for Amanda.
No, between a 0.5 to 1.5, because I can't really.
How about a 1?
Okay.
You'll definitely say, if anything, it's a 1. It's a clear 1, because 1.5 and 0.5, it becomes a 1 way or another. A 1 for her, a real star, 1. Me, a -1 star. And you could tell why. This is Christopher Ungleware, and
I'm Amanda Zotto.
see you later.